Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into the world of sales meetings. It's pretty fascinating stuff.
It really is. We're drawing from this source, a sales meeting. Drive sales, promotions, and strategy.
Right. And our goal here, our mission, if you like, is to pull out the key insights, not just the business strategy side, but also, the English used and even the human dynamics.
Yeah, those human dynamics are surprisingly revealing in these professional settings.
Definitely. So this should give you the kind of shortcut to understanding it all practical language, interesting observations you might not have thought about.
Exactly. And this source material, it's great because a simple scenario can just unpack so much. It's layered. The communication, the behavior, especially when things get a bit tense.
Totally. Okay, so let's set the scene. Picture this.
Yeah.
You're in a pretty high-stakes sales meeting.
Okay.
The manager, they're pushing hard. They want concrete solutions. Why? Because they need to, quote, drive sales.
Which basically means sell more, right? Increase those numbers.
Yeah, and increase them now. There's this real sense of urgency, pressure.
And that pressure, well, it shapes everything that happens next.
Yeah.
So one of the team, Roger, he pipes up.
What does he suggest?
He suggests lowering prices, to match the competitors. Apparently, their product is the most expensive in the market.
Okay, seems logical on the face of it. If you're the priciest.
You'd think so, but the manager dismisses it, like almost instantly.
Doesn't even consider it properly.
Nope, calls it not very creative. And then drops this line, "It'll never fly with Swan."
It'll never fly, meaning
it won't work, it won't get approved.
Yeah.
Swan's the CEO, so the manager's basically saying the boss won't like it. End of discussion.
Wow, that's a quick shutdown. It really shows how hierarchy can just squash ideas coming from the team, doesn't it? Whether the idea is good or bad.
Precisely. And it hints that the manager thinks he knows exactly what the CEO wants, which is, navigating that whole corporate political landscape.
Right. So does anyone else dare to suggest something?
Well, yeah. Another team member, Natalie, she tries. She suggests a promotion.
Okay, a promotion. Like moving up in the company?
No, not a job promotion. It's a marketing thing, like a 2-for-1 offer. Or maybe dropping the price temporarily.
Gotcha. Like when you see buy one, get one free on shampoo, or, I don't know, a coffee shop doing a special price for a week, $5 down to $4, something like that?
Exactly that kind of thing. But guess what?
Let me guess. The manager shoots it down too.
You got it, initially, yeah. Says it's the same thing as lowering prices, calls it a bad idea.
Oh, man. So he's just rejecting everything. That really sets a negative tone for the team, I imagine.
It really does. I mean, it points to a pretty poor leadership style right from the get-go. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
The CEO, Mr. Swan himself, walks into the meeting.
The big boss arrives.
And suddenly,
Yeah.
the manager does a complete 180, a total reversal.
You're kidding. What does he do?
He turns to the CEO and says something like, "We were kind of considering a 2-for-1 offer."
He says that after rejecting it just moments before.
Yep. And Mr. Swan, the CEO, he actually seems to like it. Says it sounds like something we should consider.
No way. So the CEO's open to it.
He is. And then the manager, quick as a flash, jumps in and says it's a brilliant idea, calls it very creative,
Wow.
and even adds how glad we thought of that.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite something. Talk about opportunism.
Oh.
Or maybe adaptability.
Yeah, adaptability. It's almost funny, but probably painfully familiar to some people listening.
I bet. Okay, so this whole scenario is just loaded with useful stuff. Language, business insights.
Absolutely packed. Let's maybe dig into some of that key language.
Good idea. Let's start with match the competitors, Roger's suggestion. What does that really imply?
Well, the source explains it means being as good as, or maybe even better than, the other players in your field, your rivals.
Right, so like a store might promise to match the lowest price you find elsewhere.
Exactly. Or maybe a company tries to match the quality of a competitor, but aims for a lower price point. It's about parity, really.
But the manager calling it not very creative. That suggests maybe just matching isn't always the best strategy. Could it be seen as like a race to the bottom?
That's a really good point. Often, just matching prices can erode profits. More sophisticated strategies aim for differentiation, something unique rather than just being the same but cheaper.
Okay, that makes sense. And then the phrase Roger used, in the market. He said they were the most expensive in the market.
Yeah, in the market just means in the industry or available for sale. It's super common.
So you might say, I don't know, this podcast is the best English learning deep dive of the market.
You could definitely say that. Or think back, like, iPods were the most popular MP3 players in the market for a long time. It's just natural phrasing.
Got it. And that other phrase the manager used to shut Roger down, it'll never fly. That's quite a strong statement.
It really is. It basically means this idea is dead on arrival. It won't work. It won't get approved. Forget about it.
So like trying to sell ice creams in the Arctic winter.
That'll never fly. Exactly. Or, a marketing plan that costs way too much. It'll never fly with finance. It signals a definite no.
Okay, so understanding these phrases is key, but this interaction also shows us ways to maybe make our own professional English sound a bit smoother, more impactful.
Definitely. There are some good fluency builders we can pick out. Like, remember when the CEO, Mr. Swan, heard the 2-for-1 idea?
Yeah.
He said, it sounds like something we should consider.
Right, instead of just, we should think about it.
Exactly. We're thinking about a sales strategy is fine, it's correct, but using consider just sounds a little more polished, professional.
Yeah, more formal, maybe more strategic, like you're giving it serious thought, not just a passing idea.
Precisely. And then there's the manager's reaction after the CEO liked the idea. He called it a brilliant idea.
Not just a great idea.
Right. Brilliant adds that extra punch. It signals it's a really, really good idea. Very clever.
Is that more British English, maybe?
The source mentions it leans a bit British, yeah. But honestly, it's pretty widely understood and used in business everywhere to show strong approval. It just elevates it beyond good or great. Using words like that subtly refines how you communicate.
Makes sense. Using the right word can make a difference.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked strategy, vocab, but that manager's quick change, when the CEO walked in, that pivot tells us a lot about the human side of things, too.
Oh, definitely. It brings us right back to leadership and workplace dynamics. The source actually calls the manager, Clark, a terrible person to work for.
Strong words. And the scenario shows why, doesn't it?
Clearly. I mean, he doesn't motivate anyone. He cuts people off, dismisses their ideas. It's just not encouraging creativity or contribution. It's kind of a textbook example of how not to lead.
Yeah. And the source apparently contrasts this with a story of a good manager.
It does. It mentions a general manager who, knew everyone's name, was super encouraging, made people want to work hard, feel like they were valued, part of a team.
That difference is huge.
Yeah.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? If an idea gets shot down by your direct manager,
Yeah.
but then the same idea gets called brilliant when the big boss hears it.
Yeah.
Well, what does that tell you about how ideas are valued? Or maybe who needs to voice the idea for it to be heard?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What does it say about genuine creativity and innovation in that workplace? Is it really welcomed from everyone?
And what about the role of the leader? Not just spotting a good idea, but creating a space where people feel safe enough to even share their ideas in the first place?
Exactly. Regardless of who suggests it, that environment is crucial.
Definitely something for you, the listener, to chew on. Think about your own experiences with managers, the good, the bad, the Clarks. What fosters creativity and what shuts it down.